All right, the very first special limited time series that we've got in the new version 9.2 is a track day event. Take on the virtual competition. All right, so this one you get to pick one of the two cars that you get to win, either Porsche or Audi. And yeah, it's a 5-stage event with the set PR requirement that you have to meet. That is 55.8. And for reward, you get to win the car of your choice, plus 70 gold and some 250,000 racing dollars. This is a road collection car, not motorsports car, so the currency of choice for this event is racing dollars. The one many of you guys may have too much of and not know what to do with them. So anyway, so yeah, once you start click on the main screen, you are faced with an option to pick the car. So between the two cars, they both have the same upgrade cost and the same PR. So it's a matter of style, I suppose. Porsche is the more of a sprinter. It's got faster top speed and better acceleration. While Audi is the gripper. It's got better grip and better braking distance. So depending on, the style of driving that you prefer, you might enjoy one over the other. So this is just going to be sort of an overview video. So yeah, it's a 5-day event that you don't have to wait between stages, by the way. You can go through all 5 stages all at once. And once you start the event, by the way, you are given the 3-hour instant service and instant R&D on racing dollar upgrades. And yeah, these track day events do have the storyline, unlike limited time series, with the familiar characters popping up here, as you can see. So yeah, and the stage 1, by the way, goal-wise, there are 4 goals in each stage through stages 1 through 4. And then final stage 5, has 5 goals. So that is the total of 21 goals that you have to complete. Although I have been getting reports that there is an impossible goal in one of the later stages that they have made changes to make sure that we can actually skip it for free. So that brings it down to, I suppose, just 20 goals. And the PR requirement, stage 1, there is no PR requirement. So even if you cannot afford the full upgrade to meet the PR requirement to complete this event, you should be able to still run through first 2 stages actually with the racing dollar upgrades alone, which means you can pick up some 15 more or less free gold, and you get a chance to, drive around the track in a new electric car. So yeah, and let's see. And you do because this car or these cars are electric, there are only 6 categories of upgrades. There's no exhaust. It's electric, so you don't need exhaust, right? So 3 upgrades across the board is not gonna cut it quite. Not quite. So as you can see here, instant R&D. Base PR, as I said, starts at 42.9 for both cars. And yeah, so Stage 1, there is no PR requirement. Stage 2, PR requirement is 46. And then stage 3, PR requirement is 49.7, which is the first stage that you are gonna need gold upgrades to get past. And stage 4, you got 52.3 as PR requirement. And finally, the final stage, to complete the event and to win the car, you're gonna need the PR of 55.8. So, how do we get there? Let's talk about the upgrades. Right, so here, tier 1 upgrades across all 6 categories will bring your PR up to 46.7. So that's why you're able to get through first 2 stages with the racing dollar upgrades alone. So as I said, that's not for nothing. Quick 8 goals and you get to pick up 15 gold. I say that's a pretty good trade. It's definitely better than limited time series, that if you miss out this time in the track day event, then you can run during the limited time series to try to win the car, but then it is longer event, a bit more of a grinder, because there'll be a 15 tiers, 45 events that you have to complete as opposed to really 20 this round. And also the chances are, my thought is that you're not going to be able to pick up any free gold during the limited time series. That's my guess, even though the 100% completion reward, gold reward, is the same between this track day event and the limited time series. So anyway, to meet the PR requirement, the cheapest way is to go 3 in engine and max out drivetrain, which is, there are only 3 upgrades available there. And then the body, you do need to max it out, all 5 tiers. And then suspension, you just need to get up to tier 3, so you don't need to get the remaining 2 upgrades there. And the brakes here, yeah, brakes, you can get up to tier 4, but here, let me get to the tires and wheels first, up to tier 3. So we have 3 upgrades across the board, except for body, which has extra 2. And if you go with the brakes for 70 gold, you do meet the PR requirement, 55.8, right? And then, of course, you can go with the tires and wheels too for more gold, but you know, you're spending more than necessary. So the cheapest path would be to go with brakes. But that does unlock the racing dollar upgrade. That's not even terribly expensive, just 175,400. So you're essentially able to bring your PR up to 56.2 if you go with this upgrade scheme, right? And then, of course, this car, along with the other one that you can win through the limited time series later on in, I want to say, late March, right? Yeah, you can then go further in the bonus series this car is featured in, right? So the bonus series, fully charged, which you can find in under Master section of Road Collection, has a PR requirement of 58.7, and the 100% completion reward for that series is 73 gold. So with the 56.2 that you can get from this event, a PR, you should be able to at least complete 75% completion in that bonus series, which means I'd expect you can pick up probably somewhere around 40 some gold. So, that's not for nothing. So, let's see. Reward cost wise, to get the PR up to 55.8, or essentially meet the PR requirement, you most likely end up with a 56.2, which is more than what's required for this event. But, racing dollar cost is fairly marginal. So the gold cost, the important number, 392 gold. And if you have to count racing dollar upgrade amount as well, then it'll be 1 million. If you don't get this final brakes upgrade, it'll be 1,054,900. And if you add 175,400 for the brakes upgrade, then your total would run you 1,230,300 racing dollar invested in the car to complete this event. And as I said, there is some 70 gold reward from this event itself, so that brings your net cost down to 322 gold. And if you pick up another some 30-40 gold from the bonus series the car is featured in, then you're essentially picking up the car for around 280 gold and change, right? So I said that's not too bad. I know it's not cheap, but still, considering that this car or these cars are both worth 600 gold, and if you were to buy it outright, that's quite a bit more expensive, and then of course doesn't come with any upgrades. So this car is featured in bonus series, which means there is a showcase discount, 20% off. That brings the cost down to 480 gold. So once again, that's still a good amount higher than how if you were to just get the upgrades necessary to complete these events when the opportunity is there. So, this car, obviously, both these cars are master class cars, so not the most expensive ones that the game has to offer. So so that will do it for this quick video regarding really upgrade scheme about to meet the PR requirement and the cost association, right? All right, and I'll make separate videos for the playthrough of each stage, so stay tuned if you're interested, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. So stay tuned and take care.